The fried liver attack is a very important weapon. It's one of the special weapons for white players. It's basically an opening which is possible when black plays knight f6 before playing bishop c5. As you can see, this is a typical Gecko piano position. White has just played bishop c4 and black is expected to play bishop c5, making it a symmetrical position where you play c3 and then d4. That's Gecko piano territory. Now, if black plays knight f6 instead of bishop c5, that allows white to go for the fried liver attack. And that starts with the move knight g5. White's making an obvious threat on the f7 pawn. White's threatening knight takes pawn. Queen e7 does not defend it. Even if you do queen e7, we'll just take it with either the knight or the bishop. So the only move that defends or stops this threat is d5. It's defended twice. It's attacked twice. So it's actually an exchange. Pawn takes. Black takes back. And now comes the key move of the fried liver. Knight takes f7. A knight sacrifice, which the king has to take. And then comes queen f3 check. It's a double attack on the king and the knight. So if king goes back, we will just recapture the piece. And we are a pawn up with a great position because his king cannot castle. He has moved it. If he wants to hold on to his extra piece, then black will play king e6. Now this knight is pinned. The king is in the middle of the board. Black pieces are not developed. So that is a compensation white gets for giving up his knight on f7. How do we continue the attack? This knight is pinned, so we put more pressure on it. Knight c3. Black has to defend it again. It's defended twice. It's attacked thrice now. So black defends it one more time. And now white plays d4. If black takes, queen e4 check. Wherever the king moves, it doesn't matter where the king moves, we are just going to recapture our piece. And we are a pawn up. Also, the king is under tremendous pressure and he's going to be checkmated or he'll have to lose a lot of material. So let me just take you to the opening one more time. In the starting position from the beginning, after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. If black plays knight f6, then white plays knight g5. Attacking f7, black plays d5, stopping the threat. Pawn takes back, knight takes back, and then comes the shocking move, knight takes f7. King takes, then comes queen f3 check. If king goes back, we recapture our piece with the pawn up. If king comes friend, then comes the fun. We play knight c3, putting more pressure on the knight. If knight goes back, then we play d4, and it's in winning position. If knight comes to b4 and defends the other knight, then we have to be a little bit more careful. We cannot play d4 because knight takes c2 will come. So first we have to defend c2. There is bishop d3. There is also queen e4. The better move is queen e4 because now d4 comes with the threat of queen takes e5. Right? So that is something we have to be careful about when they play knight b4. But whatever black plays, the position is lost for black. White's pieces are too active. Black's knight is pinned. Black's king is in the middle of the board and black is lost. And that is why fried liver attack has been played by many players and is being played. If you're playing black and imagine you have taken your pieces out and you played knight f6. White plays knight g5. I should also mention how to play this as black. If in this position, black plays d5. After pawn takes, we should not recapture. If black player recaptures, then knight takes f7 just wins the game for white. It's a winning position for white after that. So black should instead play knight a5. That is the only possible way to play the fried liver as black. Bishop check, c6, pawn takes, bishop goes back and the game goes on. This is a playable position for white and black. But instead of this, if you take back on d5, then the whole fried liver attack comes into effect and most probably black will lose the game.